Louis, that asshole from Cheapskate Babies on line 1. Louis.
What'd you say?
I said that sucker that's trying to rip off our clients calling. Evidently, he got Brian's TRO.
Which means he's about to cry his eyes out. This is just what I needed. What line did you say?
1.
Hank, I understand you got our TRO.
I sure as hell did.
Well, I assume you're calling to beg me to let you keep a piece of your product. Well, sorry to tell you, buddy, that's not gonna happen. Why don't I hear crying?
You didn't read that thing before your associate sent it over, did you?
Well, of course I read it. What kind of idiot doesn't read a document before sending it over?
The kind that just opened the door for us to countersue the shit out of him because he was too busy thinking about the woman he's never going to marry.
What did you just say?
I said I'm Sheila's fiance, and I know you slept with her. And even now, you're thinking about sneaking around.
You don't understand. It was just...
A one-time thing? You could have ruined my life, you selfish son of a bitch. But I love Sheila. So if you think this is gonna stop us from getting married, it's not.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to.
It doesn't matter whether you meant it or not. If you think this is gonna stop us from going to market, you're an even shittier lawyer than that sorry excuse for an associate.
Louis, hey.
Don't hate me. Did you file that TRO?
Yeah, first thing this morning.
And did you read it before you did?
Of course.
And what are you, illiterate? Because that's the only reason I could think of as to why you'd send a restraining order that says their product's inferior to ours.
What?
That's right, inferior. As in different.
No, I couldn't have used that word.
Well, you could have if you're the world's worst lawyer, which you apparently are. Because you just invalidated our whole goddamn case. Because if they're different, they couldn't have violated our patent.
Okay, Louis, I'm so sorry. You told me to think of that guy laughing and how bad.
Are you saying this is my fault?
No, I'm
because
saying...
this is not my fault. This is your fault.
I know. I am so sorry.
No, what you are is off this case.
Louis, please.
No, you shut the hell up! Our client trusted you with something special, with something they love. And then you snuck around behind their back and you did something stupid and reckless and you ruined their life. You worthless, selfish son of a bitch!
Louis, I'm glad you're here.
I'm glad you're here too. Brian, I want to say I'm sorry.
You don't have to apologize. You were right. I messed up the case. But I want to show you this.
How'd you come up with this?
The truth? I was pissed off and I couldn't stop thinking about how you keep treating us the same way over and over again. And then I got to thinking, most people have a pattern.
And most companies do too.
Exactly.
Brian, this is an amazing amount of work.
I stayed up all night doing it.
But I thought you'd take the night shift with your son.
Usually. But I told my wife she'd have to take it last night. Because I don't like being accused of being a bad father. But I want to bite it making me a bad lawyer.
I don't understand. How does that make you a bad lawyer?
I am not saying it's your fault. But when I pictured him laughing at me, I lost control. And I wrote the word inferior because I was lashing out at him. Because the truth is, I'm afraid I am a bad father.
You're a good father, Brian.
How can you know that?
Because I do. And I know what it's like to let your insecurities get in the way of your work, believe me. But right now, we're gonna channel the shit out of our insecurities and go spank these nipple-stealing motherfuckers.